Oh, that's right. Tiana just told me about that. She got a notice about the Netflix sharing being enforced pretty soon. Looks like it's rolling out. Oh, so they updated the 3DS so that way you can't hack or mod in it anymore. How are they going to enforce password sharing for Netflix on phones? Let's read. Netflix on Tuesday said it was sending out emails about account sharing to customers in 103 countries and territories, including United States, Britain, France, Germany, Australia, Singapore, Mexico, and Brazil. The emails state that Netflix accounts should only be used in one household. Paying customers can add a member outside of their homes for an additional fee. In the United States, the fee is $8 per month. Members can also transfer a person's profile so the user can keep viewing their history and recommendations. Yeah, it doesn't specify anything about the phone. If I remember correctly, though, in the initial announcement on how it would crack down, you'd have to, I think you have a 2-week grace period where you can have your main account be outside of the main hub, but then you have to check in. Otherwise, you get locked out. Oh, it's once a month? Oh, I thought it was like every 2 weeks. Yeah, I imagine this will be a huge hit to their stock. I can't imagine this will be received well. Even just the idea of it when they were floating it around a couple months ago was received very poorly. I can only imagine now that all the normies getting the email are about to have a fucking rude awakening on the Netflix changes. If no one uses Netflix, they'll run it back. Well, I don't think that'll ever be the case. But the estimated 100 million users that are password sharing, you'd be lucky to even get half. I don't think you're going to get anywhere near half. Like, these people aren't going to just sign up on their own. And there's no way the main accounts are going to pay $8 for them to be on their account. Is Netflix still a thing? Yeah. It's kind of just like a K-drama hub now. Like, Tiana just watches, like, exclusively K-dramas on it. They don't have anything good that goes to it. Their originals are fucking non-existent only when Stranger Things rolls around once a year. Everything else is fucking trash. It was Extraction and Original. Oh, they do have one good thing coming. I liked the first Extraction. They have the sequel coming. But that's definitely not like a service seller. Extraction 2 is not exactly going to have people flocking to get $8 out of their wallet. It's just a silly... Oh, I did Extraction 8. It's just a silly, fun action movie. Oh, they got a new trailer. But yeah, I think that'll probably just be a fun, mindless action movie. Nothing to go crazy about, though, and, like, sign up for Netflix for it. Why would Chris Hemsworth react to a teaser for a movie he himself is in? I don't know. But I'll tell you what's even more baffling than that is the name of this channel, Still Watching Netflix. That makes me feel like the service is absolutely on its way out. You have to, like, reassure people that there's still those of us out there still watching Netflix. It's a play on the message, are you still watching? Oh. Well, it's just sad right now given the state of Netflix with, like, absolutely nothing worth watching, and now their password sharing crackdown, which is absolutely going to be detrimental in a big way for them. Now it's just sad. You think people will just find ways to watch for free now? Probably, I imagine, or just not bother. I don't think their catalog's strong enough to have people fucking, like, frothing at the mouth trying to figure out how to watch it. Elderly man gives cop dancing lesson during traffic stop.
That's awesome.
This man danced himself right
He's
out
dancing
of
for his
traffic
freedom
ticket.
right now.
Body cam from a police officer in Pickens, South Carolina, shows how the roadside performance went down. The officer says she stopped the man for failure to maintain lane, and she noticed his shoes made a music of their own.
I hear. I hear.
Aww.
No.
Well, this southern gentleman was about to give her a lesson right
He seems
there on the
nice.
side of the road.
All right, now I'm going to show you how it's done. Right here.
Okay.
All right, now take one backward and two frontward.
2 frontwards.
But this officer was much more interested in seeing
This is
what
cool.
clogging is all about, and the man happily obliged.
Can you do?
My dad used to clog. I need to... I'm gonna text him right now. I need to
The
get
man
him
was let
clogging.
off with a
I want to
warning,
see how
and
that
this
goes.
officer had a fun night at work.
All right. Well, you're.
That's cute. That's just, like, actually so fucking wholesome. What did you think of the newest Vinland Saga episode? I think it's amazing. I think it is super sad that Vinland's not getting the hype that it did for Season 1, when I think Vinland Saga Season 2 is legitimately an upgrade in every way. I know in the manga, Farmland Saga is considered the best, but for anime watchers, they're all like, oh, it's too boring, it's too slow. And it's so upsetting to see that, because I think it's amazing. I wouldn't say that the comic industry is dying either, by the way. Unless you're talking about like mainline Marvel and shit, then maybe. Marvel's been Marvel comics haven't been slapping like they used to. They've been going through a bit of a rough patch, but like independent comics are kind of going crazy. Am I misremembering? Is this not the Brendan Fraser movie? Oh, there he is. No, it isn't. Man, that's so disrespectful. They don't even put Brendan Fraser in this. You think Xbox can have a comeback in the coming years? If so, what do they need? I think they could if they just start making good games. Like, it is actually just that simple. Make good games. That's it. Like, actually just make good games. I will, this ties into the video I posted on the second channel today, but I actually feel like consoles are in a really good position in the gaming market because as more and more games are getting released, the minimum requirements to play them on PC are getting higher and higher, making it even more expensive. So people are obviously going to flock to the consoles instead because they're cheaper. The fucking Lord of the Rings Gollum game, this repugnant looking game, has the gall to have an extremely high requirement. This thing. So you'd still need like a $1,200, $2,000 computer just to run this on minimum specs. Developers just aren't bothering to optimize games anymore. It's a bit personal, but what started your hate for drunk drivers? Did something specific happen? No, nothing specific, man, but it's like legitimately just the most needlessly dangerous thing you can do, not only for yourself, but literally every innocent person around you. Like, it's just, like, that has to be the most natural thing to hate. Most natural person to hate is a drunk driver. But no, there wasn't, like, some specific instance or anything. I guess this isn't a specific instance, but I remember when I was in, like, middle school, and this was, like, at the height of DARE with, like, drugs and shit, which was highly inefficient. It actually just made drugs seem cool. They did have something similar that they brought to my middle school for drunk drivers, and it was like the opposite of DARE, where it made drunk driving seem like you were going straight to hell, and if you drank a single beer and touched a car, you'd kill somebody. And they interviewed some, like, I think it was like a 16-year-old. There was like a 16-year-old who had drove drunk from like a party and killed a couple people in a crash. And this kid, like, he was destroyed. Like, he was fucking ruined. And it was so painful to watch, and that did stick with me. Like, listening to that kid tell his story, that was actually pretty powerful. But it's not like that's where the hatred for drunk drivers started. Like, that's just the most natural thing to dislike. I don't know if you like them, but did you see Bless the Fall is back? How serendipitous. Tiana just showed me their new song. And literally a month ago, I went through their entire discography. Because I remembered Bless the Fall used to go hard, like, To Hell and Back, Guys Like You Give Guys Like Us a Bad Name, shit like that. So I went back through all of their songs. Now a month later they released some new tracks, which is cool.